Clint Eastwood.
The iconic cowboy Clint Eastwood.
Go ahead. Make my day.
But he's so gentle and kind, and he's an actor as well as a wonderful director, so he knows us. And he, when I was working on the press conference scene, I was trying to, work on my emotion.
Definitely a cool actor I grew up watching, ranging from the Western movies, where he kicked ass, to modern day movies, where he kicked ass again. The past 10 plus years, you could argue he has become a top movie director in his own right, with movies like American Sniper in 2014, and his most recent one, Juror Number 2. The way he portrays his characters and even directs portrays forms of calmness, then balanced it out with riveting emotion and excitement, which is why I love his movies. The frame breathes and the truth walks in. This isn't scripture, it's my view. 6 collaborators he genuinely respected, shown by what they built together and the moments they spoke about each other on camera.
What's special about working with Eastwood?
I think the first thing is he's speed. He just doesn't fool around. You got it, let's move on.
Freeman and Eastwood really do have a special bond together. That's why I need to start with Morgan at 1. You could make the case for other actors for sure, but I simply appreciate their teamwork in Unforgiven from 1992. The friendship is brought from reality into the movie. You feel years inside a glance, no push, no fuss, just men deciding who they are when it matters. Years later on, $1 Million Baby, that trust turns into shop floor poetry. A coach, a cut man, a corner that actually cares. Clint directs like a string quartet, count in, play clean, stop early, and Morgan supports like an orchestra in the background. As I had mentioned in one previous video covering Morgan Freeman, I will highlight the friendship shown across those two films. It resonates with me, and there is genuine and authentic building of friendship, which translates well into both films. I guess it helps when you have the caliber of both Eastwood and Freeman together. You're going to get a great potion of acting and delivery of emotion all in one that grabs you into their characters and into the plot of the movie. Respect must be given to their partnership, even if it was only 2 movies. But then again, 2 movies can be enough to warrant the feeling that Eastwood and Freeman are just too good together.
Can't just lend it to anybody,
I understand.
Swank's portrayal in $1 Million Baby is definitely one of Eastwood's favorite characters and deserves the number 2 spot. She portrayed discipline, patience, no shortcuts from start to finish, and she deserved her Oscar for that performance. Eastwood respects work you can't fake, and she brought it. Eastwood's character Frankie doesn't pity Hilary's character Maggie. It would seem that way in the build-up of the movie, but the script was so well written, we see Eastwood's character learn to respect what Maggie was all about in a character. The tenacity, fearlessness, and grit, which Hilary got perfect, that's the difference. Offset, it stayed simple, he kept it quiet, she stayed hungry. The film hits because both of them treat effort like oxygen.
Clint Eastwood, thank you for allowing me to go on this journey with you. Thank you for believing in me. You're my Makushla.
I am pretty sure if it was Eastwood up there as well, given a speech, he would be giving back the same praise and appreciation that he had Hilary get Maggie's character so right that it gave Eastwood one of his best directed movies.
You beat William Money out of Missouri. Killed women and children.
That's right. I've killed women and children. Killed just about everything that walks or crawled at one time or another. And I'm here to kill you, Little Bill. For what you did to Ned.
Firstly, rest in peace the great Hackman. He is definitely an actor I need to cover, but back to the topic. In Unforgiven from 1992, Hackman's portrayal of Little Bill was damn good. There was nothing little about his performance. Hackman is a great Western movie type actor like Clint, and together they made one hell of a movie. I have mentioned Unforgiven quite a few times already, but that is just biased because I simply love the movie. Just watch Hackman stand there and make the room smaller. That's Eastwood's favorite kind of acting, not decoration, but the aura of the character Hackman portrays. The charge between them is heavy and honest. You can feel Clint's confidence in casting, put truth in front of a lens, and step out of its way.
He was a sheriff who he had good, noble ideas. He was at a small town, and he ran it with with a lot of strength.
Clint's description of Hackman's character was part of the appreciation he had towards Hackman. To be honest, it helped that both of them won Oscars for their respective roles. In Unforgiven, so safe to say their chemistry was pitch perfect, and that's why we got Hackman at number 3.
Hi.
I got your note, W.B. Yeats and all. I put it in my pocket and didn't read it right away because light was changing. Had to get my shots.
No words needed in that scene cut. Trust the great Meryl Streep to get the perfect emotional heartbeat with Eastwood. To be honest, I had to quickly watch the movie and was pleasantly surprised. And I was surprised because it's not the normal Eastwood movie I would expect, but the common theme here was his directorship of the movie mixed with his energy and Meryl's. It got to me. Who knew Eastwood could make a romantic movie? Eastwood, the actor, leans back so Streep can lean in, and somehow the restraint makes it crackle more. He isn't competing, he's composing around her, but let's be honest. Just let Meryl do her thing. She is such a pro at what she does, and Eastwood compliments her in this movie. The movie showed the trust between themselves, and the timing of the scenes played along well for a romantic movie.
Meryl Streep, when we worked together in Bridges in Madison County, she commented that she thought that I made that switch pretty well because she had worked with other actor-directors where she felt that they never stopped directing, even when they were in the scene. There's a little glint in the eye where they're looking at him differently than as the character's looking at him.
This is Clint at his most generous in this movie, and I'm sure he would want Merle on his favorite actor list. But let's be honest, I have never really heard of anyone hating sharing screen time with Meryl, and I'm sure Eastwood loved every moment of it. I have not watched all his movies, but is this Clint's best romantic role in terms of the authenticity of the romance? Let me know.
I'm better when it's breathing.
American Sniper, firstly, is a great tribute to the war hero that Kyle was. Both Cooper and Eastwood did a great job getting the movie right. They portrayed Kyle's deadliness in a badass style whilst remaining true to the patriot that he was. Safe to say, one of my favorite movies I like to watch once in a while because Cooper gets it right. And this is why he is in this list, and Eastwood would know without Cooper, American Sniper does not meet its full potential. Cooper plays the noise inside a silent frame, and Clint guards that frame, and they got this movie so right. It's trust again. Not that they agree on everything, it's that the work gets the deciding vote. That's why the film hits precision first, fire second.
And I took a trip down to Texas and met with Taya, met the family and the kids. He has 2 adorable kids.
It was just an incredibly intimate experience researching this movie.
When you look back at the making of the movie and the research and devotion poured into the making of this movie, you appreciate that Eastwood and Cooper were a match made in heaven to give the masterpiece of a movie whilst being true to the representation of who Chris Kyle really was as a person.
I like the script, I like the story. It was such a positive event out of a bad situation.
My aircraft.
Your aircraft.
I got an A320 diving for the river.
There is so much of the story that you've never really heard the details of it. I don't think anybody but Clint could make this movie.
Hanks and Eastwood feel inevitable, America's everyman meeting Hollywood's quiet general. Sully works because Clint frames competence like a miracle earned, not gifted. Hanks answers with a performance that never begs. 2 pros together that gave the masterpiece of a movie, and the movie Sully is a movie everyone can respect and enjoy. The story was told in such a clean manner in which it flowed to the point of making you feel like the movie was a short film. You feel engrossed in what the story was about, and to think it's based on true event is a wow factor. Again, Clint's directorship gives respect to the real events that took place and the heroics of Captain Sullivan, which is played so well by Tom Hanks. You can sense how easy that set must have felt. No one forcing anything, everyone focused. Hanks reminds me why I trust Clint in the first place. Decency under pressure, no speeches needed. Having Tom Hanks as the last entry feels right with their partnership in Sully. Again, authenticity feels real throughout the movie, and it's easily an enjoyable movie for everyone. Different gears, same core, discipline, grace, control. Freeman's gravity, Swank's will, Hackman's truth, Streep's voltage, Cooper's precision, Hanks's steadiness. 6 ways of saying the same thing I hear in Clint's movies. Make space, tell it straight, let the work do the talking. Safe to say many of my choices were movies of Clint directing and having one of the actors shine bright alongside him. You can easily make a case for other actors, but again, this is just my opinion. I hope this helps you see how great of a director Eastwood is and some of the great movies you must watch. Thanks for watching. I will definitely look into some of his best characters in the future. Please subscribe for more Studio Craft deep dives. We'll see you in the next one.